All right, everyone, welcome to Squad Ops. It's Wednesday night. Time for another operation coming at you from Squad Ops. Tonight, it's Neighborhood Watch, and it's going to take place on the map Samari. I'm Xbit. I'm going to be your host tonight, commentating for you. I've got a bunch of guys on the ground going to give you their point of view. And yeah, so welcome.
And two is if he mortared us immediately at the Hawk Live, which thankfully shouldn't happen.
So if you guys are not familiar with the map of Samari, it's this map here. It's a real short and closed up one. It's mostly urban. A lot of single-story buildings, two-story buildings. And tonight, the Operation Neighborhood Watch, it's the U.S. versus the insurgency. And the insurgents are going to set up in one of 4 locations here in Samari. And the U.S. has to find that location and then eliminate any assets and personnel around there that the insurgents have built. So it'll be should be a pretty quick-paced one once we get going here. The players are just joining in now after their pre-operation brief.
Top 4 or bottom 4?
You see the little command section over here is getting together, kind of putting together last-minute plans. Let's fly over the map here and see where the insurgency is.
People complained because I didn't shade in my map order. I just kind of like made it.
Yeah, it's just there. It's super confusing.
As you see fit after you spawn in. So FX, you'll be Alpha. Jack, you'll be Bravo.
Eastern Pillbox.
Oh, hell.
Thus, Silas is monster. Hey, let's go make fun of Seabass for being behind the shitter.
Alright. 60 or no, 78 out of 80. It's not bad. I'm assuming probably a few people with technical issues. But only 2 with technical issues this time, so that's pretty good failure rate. Alright. So we got Dorf's taking the vehicles. So he's basically just gonna do this. Like we're just gonna follow the road with vehicles and sweep in front of them for mines and shit. It's gonna be really simple basically. This is gonna be the simplest fucking plan. There's not gonna be any crazy complicated shit to it. So who wants to be directly north of Dorf Squad? Sweeping the far north edge of the map.
I'll take it.
Cool. Who's at that? So who's gonna be going like easy? We're not gonna sweep this shit up here on the green fob marker because like whatever, they're not gonna be there. So just sweep like this. Just kind of, you know, through the grapevine, squeeze it out, go up here like that, and the vehicle will be following alongside, and it'll all be great.
Got it.
Then we're gonna have 2 squads south of the vehicle. Who wants to be the first squad south of the vehicle?
I'll take.
Cool. Sphinx will be direct south of the vehicles. He'll be kind of pushing through the edge buildings, like right here. You know, he'll just kind of be sweeping the edge of the road buildings for vehicles. He'll make some moves across the soccer field, all that good stuff. Then the last squad, which is
Dragon.
Yeah, Dragon is the only one unaccounted for because I got Dorfin. Yeah. You're just going to be sweeping, like, basically just to the right of that. Kind of on a more
So
middle
just between
path.
the river and the rest of the team?
Yeah, almost. Like, you're gonna go up, like, this stuff and kind of mess around in here. So that way, if we arrive here, right, and we find contact with the enemy, we got 1 squad there close to the riverbed. Got a 2nd squad in here. We got a 3rd squad kind of back here on the road. We got a 4th squad up here on the thing. And then, you know, we can get this squad can move up to here and cover for the vehicle squad as they move up here. And then the vehicle squad can cover as this squad crosses. And they can cover as this squad crosses. And it'll be all good. Or if there's enemies who have parked themselves, like, over at this location, like there, because they've come from down southeast, they try to fuck us, then we can just ship everyone up through the north and avoid that entirely. Yep.
What if they're in police station?
They're in police station?
Like, not like all of them, but a squad or something in police station.
Oh, we'll just leave them be. We'll just go around them. That's fine. They can be in police station. Like, so basically, Actually, do I even want to bother having squads in the... yeah, we're just not going to bother with squads in the buildings. Fuck it. We're just going to have 2 squads patrolling in the rear behind Foo's squad and the vehicle squad, just kind of trailing both of them. We'll just move like that. And then if we hit contact, we have those 2 squads maneuver around the flanks of our team and engage. That makes sense and minimizes the chance that we run into random ass fucking enemy patrols. So, basically, if we make it to INS main and we haven't seen shit, then what we're going to do is we're going to have... we're going to cross the platoon. We're going to have 2 squads stay up here and kind of like move up to this area. Probably 1 squad, 1 rifle squad, and 1 vehicle squad. Then we're going to have the other 2 squads cross the river on foot, then maneuver themselves to like this location, and then we're just going to storm the ever-living shit out of this fob location if they're there. And if they're not there, then we're going to cross onto the fucking Palace Island, and we are going to come at them from the rear and just squad, Vic squad, push their shit in from that direction. Make sense?
That fob location is southeast of school, the one in Delta 3-4. Is that correct?
Correct. It's like, so it'll be like in this building, in that building, or in that building. Those are the 3 basic. That's what, or they could put it up here too. So it'll be like in there. Because it's B Delta 3 keypad 4 is the one they can stick stuff in.
We should, when you give the brief command, be sure to mention the possible locations for enemy fobs, just so the regulars have some idea of the areas that they might.
Yeah, I will. I'll give them. Also, the order of the command if I die. If I die, then let's see who's least likely to die.
Probably 1 or 2. 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's probably. Let's go with if I die, Rose is in charge. If Rose dies, then Sphinx is in charge. If he's dead, then Foo's in charge. And if Foo's dead, then Dorf's in charge. Or Dorf, are you going to be in a vehicle or out of a vehicle?
Out of the vehicle.
Okay, in that case, if if Sphinx dies, Foo is in charge, and if he dies, Dorf's in charge.
Copy.
Because Dorf's going to be
So
near
I'm
really
last-
loud butt magnets.
Yeah, I'm last in line,
So-
right?
You're last in line because you're the most likely
Okay.
to be killed immediately. Unfortunately for you.
I know.
Pony, do you want Duggan to follow Fu or the Vix in that kind of square pattern we're using?
Oh, we'll have you follow the Vix, and we'll have Sphinx follow Fu.
Okay.
Which will put you safely behind the target of any of the ambushes, and put Sphinx. Yeah, both of the first people in the chain of command. If I die, I'm gonna be way back, so I'm not worried about dying. But if I do die, then yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right, I think this is pretty solid. It's as solid as it gets for this shit. Like, if Jack's up north the first one, then it'll be a slaughter fest, but it'll be in like half an hour, and we'll probably come out on top. Because that point sucks.
Sounds like a good idea. I like it.
All right, guys, we're going to be on the northern edge of the map as we patrol east. Let's go ahead and form over on command
Yeah.
for briefing.
I like your squad name.
Yeah.
Whoever that was.
Knew someone would get it.
I think he should have named his squad "Shut the Front Door."
Greens to the right, greens to the right.
No, I'm pretty good.
Not
Oh
you
my
green,
God.
me green.
I'm super sleepy. Good for you.
You can take a nap on my shoulder.
Thank you. I don't know why. Where you at? Thank you.
All right, welcome to Operation Neighborhood Watch. After the disastrous failure of U.S. forces to secure the palace during Operation Foxheart, we've been asked to have another go at it and getting rid of the goddamn insurgents in this wonderful Samari Bala area. So, there's basically 4 possible locations that we think they can be holed up. We got a location down here in Bravo 3 keypad 6. So it could be anywhere in Bravo 3 key 6, we don't know. I think they might be there. They could also be up north, somewhere around Bravo 2 keypad 3. We think they might be up there too. We also think it's possible they could have a base in Charlie 2 keypad 3. So they could be there. And we think it's the remote possibility, but it might be there. They might be down in Delta 3 keypad 4. So those are the 4 possible insurgent base locations that our intel guys have dug out for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to patrol the north side of Samari Bala in a big loop. We're going to go through Alpha 2, then Bravo 2, then Charlie 2, then Delta 2. Then we'll sweep back down through Delta 3, Charlie 3, and Bravo 3, clearing out any insurgent attacks along the way. And once we find their base, we're going to just roll up on it and take it down. Now, we're going to have the vehicle squad. That's going to be Dwarf Squad. They're going to patrol basically just along the road. So they're going to follow the road like this. Just looking for enemies, having a grand old time. Hopefully not getting blown up by IEDs because the infantry are clearing in front of them. That kind of thing. Then, to the north of them, we're going to have CG Foo Squad. They're going to kind of go through the fields, like right off live, so we're pretty confident the insurgents aren't going to be like up here, for example, in this area. So we're going to kind of just have Foo and his soldiers move like this, right? And they'll go through the orchards. They'll scout out this hill. It'll be great. And at that point, we'll either have hit contact at the first possible insurgent fob location that we'll be running across, like right here, or we won't. If we haven't, then we might be hitting scouts from the fob location back here, or might be hitting nothing at all. We're also going to have 2 squads patrolling behind. Rose Dragon's squad is going to follow behind the vehicles near the road, and Sphinx's squad is going to follow behind the Foo squad in the north. So, if we don't hit contact at location number 1, and then we don't hit contact at location number 2, we're going to move in position as though they were at location number 3, which is going to be that one. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have Dwarf Squad's going to, they're going to be quiet. They're going to cut the vehicle engines probably up here at this little corner. They're going to sneak some people down to this little grapevine compound, this little orchard. Then we're going to have Foo's Squad. They're going to sneak their way probably up to the edge of the insurgent training camp. We're going to have Sphinx and Rose Dragon sneak their way through INS Main and down south. They're going to sneak, probably all the way up to like here and then here. Then we're going to move in and just absolutely smash the shit out of that location, assuming they're there. If we don't run into contact during any of our maneuver towards that location, then we're just going to assume that they're at the last possible location, which is going to be that Bravo 3 keypad 6. And so if they're there, then we're just going to roll the whole team through Charlie 3 and take up positions with Dwarf Squad is of course going to be on the main road with their MRAPs ready to rock. We'll have Foo's Squad probably north of them in the buildings, and we'll have Sphinx and Rose Dragon here and here respectively, and we'll just roll down on top of that fob. Any questions?
We can walk through the INS main, correct?
Comment.
That's correct.
There's no such thing as sneaky with vehicles, so if we're gonna kill the engines, we gotta do it real early. That's all.
Yeah. Anything else?
Or not burning them at all.
That is an interesting idea, but if I leave them behind, I'm afraid the enemy will come take them. So we're gonna take them with us.
You could leave them behind in man.
It's good to have that machine gun, bro.
Also, yeah, the 50 cal's nice because they're gonna have 50 cals shooting at us, so we'd like to have some of our own. And honestly, if they track our movements the entire time, then I'm not too concerned. Just as long as we don't basically, just as long as we don't get completely murdered while we're trying to set up for a push onto this location. It's the only time I really want to be too stealthy about it. The rest of the time, we're not really aiming for stealth so much as we're aiming for moving compactly and minimizing the chance that, like, if we had squads pushing through the middle of the city, for example, we might run into contacts at police station, or if we had squads trying to push from here across to here, if they push people down into the mosque tower, then we might get sniper fire from there. We're just trying to minimize the unnecessary contact more than we're trying to be particularly stealthy. All right, any other questions?
All right, hearing.
Okay, all right. So in that case, squad leaders, break them out, get it all set up. I'm gonna go ahead and ready us up, and we'll go live hopefully in a few minutes.
God bless us, ponies minions.
Deploy on the northwest side of the
All right, so you just heard the U.S. brief there. That's best pony for you, detailed as always. Just got a over-the-shoulder view here of the INS. We can't hear what they're saying because I'm currently going to be following the U.S. on both rounds tonight. But they are gathered and they're briefing their plan. Looks like they have chosen the location over here in the Delta 3 area. So if Best Pony does what he does in his sweeps, he'll be probably hitting them from the northeast side. So we don't know what the INS plan is. They may send out scouts or send an OP or maybe even the entire platoon to the north side or south side. So it'll be fun to see how that opens up. Oh, we got a free chance here. Let's go over to some of the assets so that you know what each team has and deals with. The U.S. gets 2 AR, 1 GL, 1 medic per squad. They also get 2 MRAP open tops. So they can use that pretty well. They can use that for good suppression and moving forward. The INS gets 2 ARs, 1 scout, 1 medic. They also get a Logi to sit down that the fob, and they get 2 HMGs on their fob location. So it's kind of interesting the setup they used here. The INS did. They went ahead and placed the fob out in the open, sort of here, and then between these 2 log stacks here that are part of the map. So the U.S. has to come at it from the open in order to destroy the fob. So that's if they make it. You just heard Best Pony. He's the commander of the U.S. tonight. CG Fu is a squad leader on his side. Dwarf is, Rose Dragon, and Sphinx. They're all squad leaders under Best Pony. And for the INS, Jack is commanding. He has Quirkly, Merrick, Lawn Darts, and Husey. They are his squad leaders. A lot of intermixed, some new and old names in there, so it'll be fun. Good mix of commands on both sides. Good leadership. So it's a full op tonight. So it's going to be like what is that? 38 on 38 or something like that. So a lot of players in a confined area. So it's going to be pretty deadly close quarter combat here. Some pretty good firefights are going to break out, I imagine, on the U.S. way over to the INS. So one of the things that Squad Ops has done, we've got a mod now. We've modded our operations. Our mod team's been hard at work on that. And one of the changes is that if you notice, there's no vehicles here. You can't see any vehicles, even though if you look here on the map, there are MRAPs down there. But for the purpose of the mod, just like in real life, you would not be able to see the vehicles. Also, personnel-wise, the players that you can see here is your squad leader, your medic, and your 2 fire team leads. So you can't see anybody else but those. So basically, just your leadership core is the only thing you see on the map. So it makes it a little different for when you're in these operations. You're kind of immersed. You kind of have to look around instead of looking at your map all the time to see where you are in relationship to the rest of the platoon or your squad or even fire team. It's easy to get lost too. If you're not paying attention and you're messing around or not listening to what everybody's saying in local or in squad chat, it's easy to get left behind and separated. So makes it a little bit more intense too. So it's a one life event.
Do you not remember Shadowrun?
So you don't once you go down and you're dead, you're out of that round. So medics can only heal you; they cannot revive you in our one life events. Karmakut is back. So if you are curious where Karmakut is, he is back. He just got back, so I'm sure he'll be doing some live streaming here coming up in the next few days. But once again, this is Squad Ops. You can check us out at squadops.gg. On our website, which has all information about our events. It has a calendar about upcoming events, our SOT trainings, which you have to take the basic to join our One Life events.
That's why I said look out, coming through.
So if any of that is information which you want to read up about, go to that website and join our Discord. There's a lot of helpful people in there in the Discord. So INS looks like they're starting to separate out here, kind of setting up in the general directions which they're going to deploy to. So it looks like they're sending a squad north, a squad to the west, probably a squad to the south. We'll see how this works out. Typical kind of outer layer defense. Let the U.S. come to you and just kind of probe them out. Yeah, so part of the mob, we also have different roles. We have a sapper kit, an engineer kit for U.S. and Russia so that they can put down mines. those are kind of works in progress right now. We're tweaking those a little bit with different loadouts and assets on the engineer kits. The Sapper for right now for the U.S. and the Russians, they have IEDs just as kind of a placeholder for the eventual, kind of, breaching explosives. The mortar kit is something that is also a work in progress, but basically the soldier who picks that kit can pack around a mortar, set it up anywhere on the map, and they have a limited amount of ammo. We also have a heavy machine gun kit, so they can also set up, for instance, if you're US and you're a heavy machine gun kit, you can set up a HMG anywhere on the map. But all kind of works in progress, a little bit more testing into those, a little bit more tweaking. But as soon as those get rolled out, they'll get rolled out throughout the mod, and you'll see some changes coming to the operations as far as what everybody can use and how it kind of affects things. A lot of cool things coming down the pipeline for the mod, for sure.
You're not gonna be okay, but you won't be cut in half. So
Yeah, you won't be in half.
See the US here, they've got their MRAP set up. Everybody's kind of lining up, getting ready to move out. Now we are going live here in a few seconds, so.
I don't know if that Apila is bulletproof or not, so
30 seconds.
just be careful.
Yeah, like, how far do you want us to front north? About.
Alright, 20 seconds.
How far do you want us to
get
front?
down here and I'll reposition.
Roger
Just
that,
like
Sarge.
Alright.
I'm scared.
Copy.
Yeah, all the boots on the ground, the point of views we have are all US, but next round you'll be seeing the INS, and I'll continue following US, so we'll get both sides next round. But right now it's going to be an all US based view that you guys are going to get. We'll just follow the US here a little bit, see him move out. Show you guys how kind of cool these ops can be with all these players that are committed to teamwork. Kind of fun to watch 38 guys move out as a full platoon. Looks like the U.S. has got 2 AMRAPs with a kind of fire team in the. All right, insurgent defector apparently interrupted our broadcast there. So welcome back.
Like 700, 800 meters. Wait, so we're talking like Delta 3? Yes. Oh my god, I forgot you can see Delta. Oh, because the building's cull. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and proceed east.
All right, you heard the U.S. there. They have spotted the INS. So they're taking a guess here, in that the insurgents have set up in Delta 3.
It suggests that they are in fact in Delta 3.
Kind of amazing with the kind of the particle mist on this map that you can see that far, but you can. Looks like the insurgents have pushed out a squad to check the southern bridge here. And they've also pushed another squad way up to the north here. We've got a fire team set to the south, a fire team set to the north. So I think these guys are going to be the first squad to come in contact with the U.S. Let's give an overview of the U.S. team here and see what they're doing. Yep, still moving up the MRAPs, letting these guys sweep in front. Remember, the INS do get scouts, so they can put down mines. So these guys' primary mission is to probe ahead, watch for mines, check for IEDs along the road.
Change that on the fly.
Keep going east and we'll go with that plan, right? We're going to end up with we're going to circle that thing from behind. We're getting like 100.
It's easier since, we're up here together now.
Slaughter them.
Yeah, well now you got your amps going.
Yay.
So command, I will be setting my vehicles up in roughly Delta 375.
It's not comped on, you guys.
Yeah.
It's a rather small map. I'm sure these INS soldiers over here hear these MRAPs moving up. If we just get over the head of one of these guys, you can probably hear it in my audio.
Yeah, Delta
Yes, this scout has obviously spotted them.
I would not recommend
Let's take a look at where they put any explosives down. Oh, there they go. What is it? Is it a mine or an IED? Let's take a look.
So there's no bridge by INS made.
It is a mine.
Through the river. Yep.
It'll be interesting. They didn't dig it down, so it might be a distraction mine. They want to get somebody in the open, maybe halt the convoy, hit him from the side. Just never know in these operations what the other team is planning.
Hold. Mine.
Copy. Alright,
I'll get it. You stay back, fire team.
Okay. Here, Muff and right there. Yeah, it's Muff digging the mine right now.
Look for IDs. Look for
It
IDs
is.
nearby.
There you go, the contact. Oh, one INS down. Looks like this guy's falling back, the scout there. And he set an IED up at the riverbank. That's smart.
Mine is gone. Copy. Alright, Four, how's it going? Where are these people?
We saw 2 enemies cross the field in Charlie 2. Keep at it.
Fu, possible to your southeast in this valley.
Understood.
Yeah, guys, get some spacing. We don't want a grenade take us all out.
Alright, let's go ahead and keep clearing.
Keep clearing.
Keep clearing east.
Are we staying where we are, moving up?
Hold for now.
All right, you can hear command there. This is Squad 4. We're both clustered here, and up ahead of them, about 200 meters, is a IED.
I don't see anybody up there, but
wait for food to get up.
I think they talk about like pain. Set.
Copy.
Okay,
Command, I'm gonna wait for 4 to push up.
Yep, that sounds good. Alright, so they know where we are, but we're a big moving death block is how we're gonna do it, right?
Oh,
We're the blob.
sounds like they spotted it.
We're just gonna move around and get in our positions and clear out any
Yes,
contact
they
and
have.
encounter along the way.
They have spotted it. Good for them.
Understood. Definitely don't try and dig it up if you find it. Stay as far away as possible.
And he runs away.
Confirmed ID north of my position in
You heard command there. Tell them just to leave it alone. Stay away from it.
Alright, well, no one go to Charlie 2-8. Let's just stay as far away from that as possible. Continue to push southeast.
Understood.
It's a pretty smart play. You don't want anybody to die to an IED. You can see the scout there in the distance. He's probably watching it right now. That's the squad leader. He's probably relaying it to the scout so the scout stays safe. But the U.S. is going to avoid that. There it goes.
There it is.
All right, well, the U.S. has made first contact. They've handled it pretty well. They went ahead and held their position here. They did a flanking element to the north and a flanking element to the south, so they're back on the move again. Looks like the INS is retreating in the background there.
Don't push further south than here, guys. Go ahead and cross into the compound with the blue doors.
I'm going in. What do you?
This is where it gets dicey for the U.S. They have to do a kind of compound by compound clearing now that they've made contact. So there's two ways to kind of divide up an urban environment like this for at least for the game of Squad, and one is to compound by compound clear, and the other is just to bypass and set security outside so you don't get flanked and or tagged from behind.
Alright, stack up on me.
So it looks like they're going to go for the slow approach here and just clear it out as they go. This is where INS kind of has the advantage. They could hide in, have a buddy pair hiding in one of these buildings, and they can take out, an entire fire team if the U.S. doesn't do a good breach on it. It's almost like a 2-for-4 trade, and it's a game of attrition at that point.
It's an easy funnel.
Contact on the roof, far south. 300 meters. Looking at us. They're looking at us.
Copy.
Alright, I'm gonna cross the
One. Due south of you, about 100 meters.
If the MRAPs can see tracers, then go ahead and engage.
Roger.
One just took contact from Palace Island.
I saw this guy tagged him real good.
I did say not to...
He's bandaging now. Yeah, Rich, I don't think the IED is buffed in the mod. I think we left it at normal. We do have VBIDs, vehicle-based IEDs, which we call Best Pony made those up. They're Little Jerry and Big Jerry. Those are pretty massive vehicle-based explosives. So one of the first things we tested when the mod came out was those. But the IED, as far as I know, it is still vanilla. Lethal radius and damage.
Understood. 2, sweep south through those buildings. Once you get up to this compound here, just turn south. 3.
All right, so the INS Dishka has opened up.
Can help as well. Also keep watching for mines.
3 copies.
Seeing a lot more of this where the squad leader is actually walking in the shots of the AR. Since none of these guys get any kind of optics in their operations, the only optic we have is the binoculars. So this can make a pretty deadly pair if they use it effectively. A pair of binoculars and an AR, or an MG for that matter.
Yes. You need to move east and then south into the...
Yeah, so we host to answer your question. We host a One Life event every Wednesday night and 2 on Saturday. We also run a smaller One Life event called Firefights on Friday nights. Just check out our calendar at squadops.gg and you can see everything coming up. We usually post them about a week and a half in advance. And the next question I'm sure we'll get is, how do we participate in the events? Well, you got to take a SOTT Basic, which is a squad ops training and tactics. We host those every week on Thursdays and once on Saturdays. We have a different mix of classes, but the one that you need to participate in events is basic. That's all that's required. We also offer AWS and vehicle training.
Keep a low profile, boys. Nah. I saw the logic.
Bullets over our head.
They even do. They can't do lodge runs. They're using it for mobility.
Oh, well then I saw them moving.
Well, the U.S. is moving at a pretty good clip here. They are clearing off this northern field real well. This squad that was doing the compound clearing has finally kind of come back online here. Looks like we're going to have some quick contact right around the corner here.
Let's get this fucking...
2, you're going to need to sweep south now to assist 1. Keeping police forever. Alright, casualties. Squad 1 is 1 down.
This guy's kind of pinned in here. If he goes out in the street, he's right in the open. He's just got to hold his spot now. That is one of the scouts. It's probably that scout from the north. He has no choice now but to smoke it out and crawl. Buddy over here is providing cover. You see, the U.S. is really focusing their firepower here. They're moving like the entire platoon as one giant clump here. Not getting hung up on these compounds at all.
We're gonna change it up a little bit. We're gonna have 1 and 2 will be the ones who end up, or no, we'll have 1 and 3 be the ones who end up in the vineyard and in inserted training camp, and then 4 and 2 will be the ones who sweep through INS main and go south. Because they're in better position to do that. This stage.
We're moving east.
1 will go for the vineyard.
Copy that.
3, be advised, we have not cleared that compound to your south.
We have those buildings now.
Yeah, Aaron, just check us out at on the website at squadops.gg. It's got all kinds of information on there, and join our Discord if you got any questions.
No, you just have the vehicles, by the way. You can roll those right up the edge and just start
Plus, all our
shelling
past
their,
events are
their stuff if you want. Like, you can roll
on
them right up
YouTube. You
next
can
to
check out the
training
videos
camp
from
and
past
everything.
events and in Twitch
Have yourself
also.
a grand old time with those 50s.
Want to take a history lesson of all the
Enemy
events we run, all
Logi,
the
audio
different
only,
operations.
Delta 2, T-Pod 6 or 3.
6 or 3.
Roger, I believe they're doing some logistics runs. We're gonna put a stop to that as quickly as we can.
Yep, this is we're using the mod tonight.
Go left, I'll go.
Command,
As you take a look at the map here, you can hear the MRAPs, but they're not appearing on the map anywhere, so yep, mods being used. Another one of the things that we did is we modded the map itself so that you can hear Best Pony talking about running through main. Usually there's main base protection on. Prevents the enemy team from entering this area. But with the mod, we removed it so they can actually move through this area and fight the enemy.
No, that's a friendly MRAP.
Some more contact here. He tosses a nade out. It's nowhere near anybody. I say the INS is actually doing a pretty good job here delaying the US. You heard that one squad leader call out heavy contact when it's really only 1 or 2 guys is running into. That was a good takedown there. Now the MRAP's opening up. It's going to suppress the south of the river here. The INS have set up. This is the objective for the U.S. They don't know it yet, but this is where they've placed the INS fob. See a flanking element here. The INS has moved a fire team around. They get a kind of a feeling that the U.S. is sweeping or flanking them, so at least they're checking the flanks. You can hear the a techie moving around. What is that? Oh, it's the Logi techie. Yep, so like I mentioned before, with the mod, they are able to actually move through INS main. So they're going to ambush this techie, it sounds like. Let's watch this go down.
So he's probably dead.
1 enemy contact down.
Excellent. Logi is down. Alright, actually, have one of your guys go ahead and grab that and drive it up here.
It's a lot to protect,
we'll just ditch it.
Reloading.
Oh, Pony's bringing out all the different stops.
Oh, copy. Okay, must have sidelocked him. Oh, well.
He wanted them to steal the vehicle. That's another mod change we did. We can do vehicle stealing, but this particular area it is turned off. So
to your west and sweep west to assist in one.
Copy. 360 security.
The vineyard compound and into insert training camp.
Understood. So you want me to push west along the north side of that field and clear this building? Understood.
Yeah, I'd push directly through compounds to avoid any possible contact from south of you.
Understood. Alright guys, listen up. Here's the order. We're going to stay a little bit north.
So you're on food right now.
It's
a pretty aggressive squad leader. He barks out the commands, gets things done.
Enemy contacts to our
Does a
west
pretty good
inside
job
training
of
camp
running
area.
his squads too. He uses
fire
his
team,
fire
I want
team
you on
and
me.
his,
Bravo, I want you slightly further
all
north.
the
Prepare to
tricks
move.
that he has in his bag pretty well. He's a pretty fun squad leader to watch. So you heard Best Pony told him just to start moving up this direction here. Take a wider look here as to what's going on. So the U.S. looks like they've moved into these compounds, slowly progressing their way. INS has set up a blocking force here in this alleyway. Looks like we're getting down and dirty and close here with some guy. Yeah, look at this guy. He's prone and rolled to the side. Same with this guy. It's a new feature of V10 if you guys haven't seen it.
2 gunners. I've switched them out, so I have 1 vehicle, no gunner at the moment.
Yeah, it's pretty effective. Pretty effective at holding those angles.
Excellent. Alright, 3, I'm gonna be advised Rose Dragon is down. Some orders.
Grenade.
Roger that one. Minimize your exposure to fire from across the river.
Exactly what these guys are shooting at.
Push further east, because they got my number over here.
Still got one guy laying in the field here.
Sorry, what was that, 3?
There's just a lot of different little firefights breaking out.
Command, we're starting to take heavier contact from the west.
Watch this. This is going to be a pretty nasty exchange.
We need frags west.
All right, he got tagged. He's going to run away and bandage. And out come the frags right away.
Daffy, hold. Daffy, hold. Holy shit, I'm hearing a guy bandaging other side of the wall.
That's pretty intense. Like 5 meters away from him, there's this other guy on the other side of the wall. I can hear him bandaging. It's a one-life event, so he knows that if anything happens, he's out for the round. He's got to wait until everybody comes back for round 2 to get.
I'm throwing.
Underhand grenade goes out.
Are you available to clear this compound?
I got one out.
There's another one.
Oh, that was good frag, good frag.
This one, yeah, right in there.
This guy picked the right bush to hide in.
I'll cover you.
Let's turn names on. Let's see who this is. Oh, this just looks like it's Unix. All right.
We're about to clear a training camp. We killed 1 times enemy contact east, south of the wall.
And get some long range engagement going on now. Looks like the INS has put down some sandbags. Got some initial defenses going here. Got a little bit of inner defenses going here.
Where are the contacts to your east? Are there contacts in the compound?
See, they've set up a Dishka here on the bridge.
Hey, we can crawl in here, eh?
Let's get in here.
Oh, yeah, let's go in. Fuck it.
Yeah, I just realized you can totally crawl in.
Yeah, it's kind of exposed out here. I don't know why they would pick that route.
Got contacts south as well.
Surprised that Pony didn't ask CG Foo Squad to actually cross the river and do a wide flank on them here. Because it's kind of open terrain across this river in this spot.
Do we have solid eyes on the alleyway to the north squad too? We do not. Ryder, would you like
Oh, looks like the U.S. is taking command of the north side of the river, and the INS has command of the south side of the river. So now it's a battle over the river.
This fob. We gotta be doing it soon. Copy, I'll keep it. Copy. Enemy AK is from southeast of squad 2 in 1's position. Yep. Command, do we have green light to engage?
Well, they finally cleared that guy off. See how they use these MRAPs.
Just bring it down.
Up and left.
I need to reload,
Alright, so it looks like the use is using the MRAPs to suppress the location, the position, and that's like CG Food just got orders to flank, so he's going to use this defilade here and get across the river. Let's see how this goes for him. Looks like the INS has a little OP over here on the other side of the river. We might run into him.
Copy. Let's try and just work the picks and try and take out as many as we can before we move in. Let me know when those MRAPs are getting low on ammo, because that's going to have to make our push. For now, let's just hold and try to inflict as many casualties as possible.
Alright, Alpha Fire Team on me. Bravo Fire Team, hold.
Is anyone getting
Do not engage unless you have threat. Let's go.
Are they just facing us directly?
Go. Yeah, I'm on.
See that Food just ran past those guys. Hopefully he can catch up here, and these guys are just too focused on the river. The US is running right by him. Amazing. Yeah, it looks like CG Food crashed out. So one of the things in our One Life events, we have a kind of a chain of command. Once the squad leader goes down, the command is passed to the first fire team leader, and then if he goes down, it's passed to the second fire team leader. You should hear him check in now.
It goes out.
FX, what you got?
I don't know if this other guy was not paying attention, but his buddy just went down from behind him.
Alright, I'm taking semi-accurate sniper
Alright, let's take a look at what's going on here. They're still suppressing the contact across the river. He's just holding still. This flanking element is still working here. Look at that. They are within like 20 meters of each other.
FX, there was a guy on the other side wall, right? I saw his head moving.
Yeah, my recruit's MRAP is low on ammo, very low.
There they are.
Oh my god, never mind.
Direct. Alright, Pony, we're about to cross the river.
Copy, Sphinx.
Direct west, there's somebody direct west too.
Jack, are you up?
Looks like
Jack, are you up?
Stay down, Mike! There's a guy direct west.
Alright, 3, we're gonna have to go ahead and we're gonna
Jack,
have to
are
do
you
this
up?
thing. Once 2 gets across the river, 3, I want as much 50 cal fire as possible. 1, I want you
Fuck, I
smoking
think
and
my
pushing.
team leader's down.
I have like
Fall
2 red
back.
boxes left.
Move to east.
Alright, I'm falling back.
I'm
Well, then
covering.
never
Go.
fucking mind. We're just gonna-
I'm
you,
covering.
Me, and we're all gonna smoke and push at the same time.
Alright, I think FX is.
Go,
I mean,
go. Come
Jack
here.
is.
Keep
Alright,
going.
Jack's down, so I'm just gonna take over at Bravo.
Come here.
Hey, Pony.
That's a frag. Let's frag.
Oh, that's a frag. That's enemy frag. Come here, Damien. They're in here.
Spread out.
Plunge, hold there, dude. Don't move.
These guys got to be pissing their pants right now.
Damien, crawl to me.
This one guy is holding off this entire squad.
Actually, as it is, the kind of
No, you're not. You're hurt.
1, 3 in command are preparing to cross.
All right, sounds like Best Pony is getting ready to cross the river here.
2 is cross.
He got an ammo report for the MRAPs are getting low, so he's going to conserve it, probably use it for the final push. Looks like they're smoking up the riverbank. This still fire team here took notice to another flanking element down the river. This guy's scared across.
Alright, tell your people. Objective location E3, E-pad 4. That is our final objective. We are pushing there.
It looks like they lost another squad leader over here in that crossing. Looks like Sphinx is down.
Confirm it was Charlie 3, keypad 4.
Alright, let's take a look at all the smoke they got here. U.S. has successfully crossed the river. They're coming into the area known as School for you guys who are familiar with the map. Ooh, that was a good grenade.
Yeah, get in here, get in here. Safe, safe, safe,
good
safe. Yeah, we're good.
Copy. More frags, more frags.
Oh, hello. It's clear in here. Hi.
Tony, you gotta dash. Be careful. You have a bandage?
Yep.
Okay, good.
I'm going with you.
Pushing in the school.
My squad, move me, guys. Move my way.
Roger 2, you and 4 need to continue to push.
Go.
I know,
Down.
it's,
Reloading.
not a great
Covering.
situation, but it's what we got.
Pushing in the school.
Copy.
Go. Dash B.
Hey, I'm just gonna.
Oh, they are gonna clear the upstairs. This is probably what he needs to do a little bit better here. Yeah, there you go. He's asking for a buddy. Is he gonna wait for it though? Nope.
There's someone up top. Watch out.
Dash B, they're under. Oh, there's someone up. Dash B's dead.
Well, I think Best Boy only has one original squad leader up right now. Yeah, you've probably heard my voice before. I've been command, squad leader, commentated in the past. I have to say the INS is doing a really good job of holding the US back with like buddy pairs and angles. It's making it really hard for the US to get close to the FOB area. Every time they move around a corner, they hit contact.
Squad 2, how many you still have?
I'm just snake crawling outside the fence.
Alright, I'm pushing forward. Yep. Alright, he got him. Let's keep going down this alley.
I'll try to cover our rear.
Well, the fighting seems to have died down a little bit. I think everybody's just sitting and waiting and listening real close to for footsteps. So the INS is going in for the kill. They might run into this squad running across the field here, but
I hear at least 3 foots.
oh man, they are bunched up. One GL here would wipe out half the INS team. Uh-oh. I think the US is down to 5 people total now. See 2 in the far distance there moving, and these 3 guys in the field.
Alright, keep moving forward. We gotta get this.
Another nade comes out. That takes out another one. Another one goes down. So they are making holes in this field.
Is anybody still up? Guess that's a no.
Looks like the US is down to 2 men now. It's just a standoff right now. Wall on wall. That was a trade. And I think that was it.
That's great.
All right. Well, the U.S. was unsuccessful in clearing out the INS fob here. The INS did a real good job of holding them off at distance and drawing them into compound fights, so worked in their favor. Gonna roll the map, roll the teams. We'll see how Best Pony does on the INS side, and we'll see how Jack does as the U.S. commander. And we'll.
Good game, everyone.
That was a really good round. Really intense firefights there. So we will be back for round 2. So hang out. Got any questions? Post them up in chat, and I'll hit them up when I get back, man. All right, everyone, welcome back. Round 2, Operation Neighborhood Watch coming up here. It's a one live event hosted by Squad Ops. Check us out on the web, squadops.gg.
That was awesome. That was really fun last round. How did it look from admin camp when you died, Merrick?
So I'll be following the U.S. team on this round again as they attack. You can see the squad leaders have spawned in. They're going to do a little leadership briefing here just before the rest of the players join in. Tonight is Operation Neighborhood Watch again, and you can see in the distance a bunch of red guys over there. Those are the INS. They are setting up in a location. Let's take a look at the kind of the map that's got going on here for this one. It's Neighborhood Watch, so the U.S. starts on the west side of the map, and then INS can set up in one of those 4 locations there. The U.S. doesn't know which one, so they basically have to sweep and clear each of those locations and find the INS. So their job is to sweep and clear, and eliminate the INS communications equipment, and eliminate all hostile activity around it. So that is the basic overview of the operation tonight. It's kind of a classic one. It's been around for a while. You guys seem to enjoy it. It's on the map of Samari, which is always fun. As we saw in round 1, a lot of intense kind of close firefights, guys within 5 meters of each other on other sides of the wall. So a lot of underhand grenades going off, a lot of close, gunfire. Let's go over the assets real quick. The INS, they get 2 ARs, 1 scout, 1 medic per squad. They also get a Logi technical, which is you can see there in the distance parked. That's set up there. And they also get 2 HMGs in their fob. Once they go live, they can build those. So it looks like the INS have chosen this compound here, this area, and you can see they've set up the radio inside of this building. This is kind of a unique compound if you guys have ever played on this map in Squad. It's got several entrances in it, but they're all pretty much kill boxes. So pretty good selection from the INS. The US, yeah, you're gonna see some vaulting over the walls. A lot of doorway kind of breaching clears going on here. I'm sure once they go live, the INS will spread out so that they kind of put a little layer defense around this. But I mean, you can come in through this door, you can come in through this door of this building here, walk through here, which puts you out to this hallway here, and there's another building, another hallway, another way. So that's just one way in. You got that way, and then you've got this door. So 3 entrances, but they're all pretty much interlocked fire through these windows from these different buildings. So it's pretty hard to breach. So the U.S. for their assets, they get 2 AR, 1 GL, 1 medic, and 2 MRAPs, the open tops. So they got some firepower to use there. Use those GLs to do some pretty distant clearing of compounds if they want. But as we saw in round 1, the advantage for the INS is to fight the U.S. not at distance, but in alleys, hallways, and compounds. So we will see if the INS employ the same tactic as they did in round 1. Let's just go over the commands real quick for tonight. Best Pony is the commander for the INS here in round 2. He's got CG Food, Dwarf, Rose Dragon, and Sphinx as squad leaders. And on the US, you've got Jack as command, and he's got Quirkley, Merrick, Londarts, and Husey as the squad leads. Let's fly over there, see if there's still in command brief. Kind of get a little preview of what they're thinking as far as the leadership core over here on the US side.
Hopefully snuck past their lines while we're making all this noise to the vehicles up north. Or if they're in the same one, we're going to go set. And if, say, they're in the north, we're going to have our south link go all the way through INS main. The 2 squads come in from the other side, hit them while we make a bunch of noise and make ourselves look bigger. All right? Berkeley's going to get up there quickly. And if it is the soccer field location, we're just going to envelop them as fast as possible before they can get super good defenses up and everything. Yeah, that's basically the plan. Does anyone have any questions? Cool. Any comments, Karen? If not, you guys can bring your guys over and we'll do a little mini platoon brief.
That feel when you get up and you don't know how.
Fail.
Oh.
Sideways. Go
Hey.
sideways.
Is it just me or can we see everybody again?
Hey, Chrissy, I'm sorry you
Is it just me or is the world like living?
It's just you.
I don't like you.
I'm sorry. I love you, fire team lead.
Oh, we gotta be outside. We gotta be outside.
Up and
Gotta go
over.
outside.
Storm the
No,
castle. Up and
no,
over.
we're the special.
Hey, good try,
side.
Jack. I'm not getting banned today.
Up and over the walls. Storm the castle.
Medic.
So many subs.
My people.
Look at them all.
Oh, I need a medic.
I did a 720 jump.
Thank you, medic.
Just
spy.
Place.
All right, here he comes. Give me awesome jaw last round, everybody. That was some epic defense we had up there. You guys all made me proud. From please stop vaulting each other. From holding up in the north, Merrick, Londars, you guys did American Londars squads did phenomenal. It's a huge squad. Engage them as they cross the river. Quickly squad on fob defense. I think everyone got multiple kills per squad. You know, you guys just did a great job overall. This round, we had attack. So, like you guys know, they're going to put a fob in one of 4 keypads. So it can be anywhere in there. So it can be in Bravo 2 keypad 3, Bravo 3 keypad 6, Charlie 3 keypad 6, and Charlie 2 keypad 6. It can be anywhere in that whole keypad. The way we're going to do this is quickly. He's going to load up his squad into the 2 MRAPs. Off of live, he's going to drive following the northern MSR. They're going to dismount at the river and the compound on the MRAP mark. From there, we're going to determine if there is contact in the soccer field location. So he's going to walk his forces in relatively quickly, probably just send a buddy team, act as runners, just sprinting down the road pretty much, finding out if they're there. If they're not there, they're going to continue along the MS till their secondary rally point of here. Secondary MF mark. Alright, so the first mark, dismount, find out if the contact is in Bravo 2 keypad 3. If it's not, move to the secondary dismount. Then they're going to do a vehicle security halt, where the vehicle's off, pull over side of the road, quickly ends the deal, infantry out, 360. Alright, Merrick. Merrick's going to be taking his squad staggered column formation, following the centermost MSR that runs towards the east. He knows the route as marking now. First rally point is going to be police station. Just going to hold up in police station, try and get eyes on. Find out if the contact is to the south of Bravo 3 keypad 6. He'll send a buddy team probably down there, see if there's any contacts. If not, gonna hold up in police station until we find out where they are. So primary objective, clear the soccer field one with Quirky squad. Merrick squad, clear the Bravo 3 keypad 6 one. Everyone tracking so far? And Bakar is now the squad lead. Bakar, get up here. Quirky's internet just went out, I think. Bakar,
promotion.
Bakar, you've been promoted.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be. Someone give him squad lead
Bravo
role.
fire team leader got squad leader.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome, Bakar, to the big leagues. All right. The rest of the platoon, which is going to be Londarts and Mr. Hughes' squad, they're going to be taking their squads off live in file formation, following the southernmost edge of the map. Primary rally point is going to be crossing the river here. That's where we're going to find out if the contact is in Bravo 3 keypad 6. They're just going to hold there. If there's no contacts, Bravo 3 keypad 6, they're going to continue following the edge of the map till they're till Souk, till about here. Then we're going to take Souk, depending on what the contact is. Right. If there is no contact anywhere on the south side of the map, those 2 squads are going to continue along the south side of the map, following the deflate all the way through INS main. That will be the next rally point, all right? So Hughesy, Londarts, you have 3 rally points. First rally point is the river crossing. We're going to find out if the contact is on the side of the river. If there's no contact on the west side of the river, you are to cross, take up Souk. Once you've taken up Souk, if the contact is not on the south side of the map, to continue all the way to INS main. Copy? Those 2, everyone's squad understands their rules now, right? Anyone have any questions?
Copy that. Bravo, Charlie, Delta, in order. Copy.
Yes. All right. Everyone understands their rally points. Is anyone confused? Because we have a little bit of time. INS is yet to call ready.
Yeah, you know what? Can you cover what Quirkley's stuff was going over again one more time?
Welcome
Alright,
to round 2 of Operation Neighborhood Watch. We tried really hard round 1, but like, I'm gonna be honest, the U.S. doesn't win a whole lot on this one. It's usually pretty bad.
U.S. plan for you.
There
It
was
looks
a
like
good
they're
shot
going
that
to
we
split their
gave it our
force
best.
and do a little
We tried to
pre-recon
do
to
the
make
whole death
contact,
block
and
through the
then
map
once they
thing, and
do,
we inflicted pretty good casualties,
maneuver
but
to
made
make
FOB that thing up
contact with the
nice
rest
and good
of the
by the time
platoon.
we got there. So we were unable to secure a victory, but that's okay because we're gonna go play up here.
Let's listen
in
to the INS
C2.
plan.
This one hasn't been taken, I think, a couple run throughs, so I wanted to play this one again. This is a lot of fun. We're gonna have this compound as be our central fallback location, along with the buildings, you know, kind of out here and out here. Because if we can bait the U.S. into fighting in this area, then we have the clear advantage. We can probably get them to drive over some nice mines and blow up their MRAPs. So, what we're gonna do? Rose Dragon Squad is gonna hang out over here. They're gonna, you know, get fences up, probably an IED and some other fun stuff over in this area, and then when they take contact from the U.S., they're just gonna light them up and murder them. Sphinx's squad is going up north as kind of a fake out. They're gonna have an HMG right up here, and they're going to be waiting for the U.S. to show up north. If the U.S. does come north, their HMG is gonna light up those MRAPs and take down a bunch of U.S. infantry. And they get pushed off, like if they get heavily pushed by U.S. forces, they're going to fall back and harden up inside that compound and make a nice last stand, try and take out as many U.S. troops as they possibly can. Now, down south, we're going to have CG Foo's squad hanging out over near Insurgent Training Camp and this vineyard area, and probably even, you know, with a couple people. Maybe, well, they really watch from Insurgent Training Camp. Maybe like a buddy team or something over there, just to make sure we don't get run around and through INS main. They're just going to be hanging out. They're going to put a mine right here at this intersection near the bridge. So that way when the U.S. have over and they think, oh, the bridge is clear, we're good to go, they go to turn left or turn right at the intersection, and they go kaboom. Then we're going to have Dorf Squad is going to be on the FOB, building it up, as well as running logistics. Dorf Squad's going to put its mine right here, which will work in tandem with Rose Dragon's mine, which will be placed right over there. In order to completely annihilate any enemy forces that attempt to drive across that road bridge. We're also going to get a nice heavy machine gun, probably up on either this roof here or one of these other roofs over here, or maybe on some other more advantageous location where we'll be able to watch down the bridge and mow down any U.S. forces that attempt to approach us. Then the last mine, in case you're wondering, that's Sphinx's mine, is just going to be put probably right up here, this turnoff. In Charlie 2 keypad 5 micro 2. Just that way, you know, if the U.S. comes blazing up north and they manage to knock out the HMG gunner and they try to drive those MRAPs right into our FOB, well, they go bye-bye. Any questions?
I assume rules of engagement are pretty tight, right? Because we want to bait the vehicles.
No, we're fine. ROE is free to engage. Kill as many as
Copy.
you can. It's basically just, you know, obviously if you have the opportunity to ambush them and you see one being super like lazy, not really look at you, and it looks like two more about to walk into view, hold your fire for a quick second and get them all, but...
Right,
you know,
I see what you're saying there. The mines are there in case they come trying to bum rush us with the vehicles.
Yeah, the mines are for the rush with the vehicles, and also for if we have to harden up in these compounds near the end, they're going to want to push those vehicles up just to provide fire support, even if it is super close range. And that's when the vehicles are going to explode rather violently.
Chain of command.
Can you just hear?
And then, yeah, last but not least, let's do the chain of command. Chain of command. If I die, Dorf is in charge. If Dorf and I both die, then something has gone horribly wrong because I'm gonna be sitting on the radio, and Dorf probably won't be too far away. So things have really gone badly if we're both dead. But if we both die, then we're gonna put, let's see, Fu in charge because he's pretty far away. So if we get super rushed and all of us get overrun at the FOB, Fu will be able to consolidate our remaining force and launch a counterattack. Then if Fu dies, Rose is in charge, and if Rose dies, Sphinx is in charge, because Sphinx is the most likely to be cut off from the rest of the platoon. All right. And then let's see. Since we can't all see one another on the map, if this fob is overrun and the Americans, take control of it, then I want all of you who are still alive to rally at the insurgent training camp and Delta 2 keep at 2 Micro 1, and then mount a counterattack against the fob in Charlie 2. Although, really, what I want is if this fob goes down and a single one of us is left alive, then we have failed. There should be if they take the radio, then there should be no one left alive to stop them. All right, makes sense.
Yeah. So
Captain.
Of my 72 virgins, what are the odds at least 20 are redheads?
No
Zero.
comment. Any serious questions?
All right, guys. Well, you got a fortunate. You got listened to both the U.S. and the INS brief and all the questions that got asked. Yeah, we got a couple questions here in our in Twitch and YouTube. Yes, Squad Ops does have a chain of command. So every operation we have a commander, and then there are obviously the squad leaders. Then under the squad leaders there are fire team leads. So there's 2 fire team leads in every squad, Alpha and Bravo. And if the squad leader dies, the command gets passed to the Alpha fire team lead and then Bravo fire team lead, and they obviously join the command radio net so they can talk to the other squad leads and command. So yeah, there is a definite chain of command. One of the cool things about the mod that we are running, if you take a look here, there is a fire team lead kit here. Fire team leader. He's got the 2 chevrons there. So they have a specialized kit just for them, the fire team leads, and on some of the different factions, they have different weapons and or tracers or no tracers and all kinds of fancy things like that. Another thing we did here in the mod is if you look at the map, you don't see everybody. You only see your squad leader, your fire team leads, and your medics. So that's all you get to see on the map. Vehicles are not on the maps, like this Logi over here doesn't appear. So do we play them at map objective? No. So this is Operation Neighborhood Watch. So the U.S. objective is to clear out 4 locations on the map. I'll go ahead and bring that up right now so that everybody can get in tune. So the U.S. starts on the west. They got to check and sweep all 4 locations, and the INS have chosen the northeastern location there. So that is their objective for this operation. Every operation is different. So on Saturday, we are playing Operation Arrowhead twice. So it's a different map, different objectives, different factions. So every one is different. So you can see the U.S. here. They're starting to set up. They got their, they're doing their split platoon here. They got 1 squad going to head out east. It looks like the MRAPs with the Quirkly squad push up north, and then 2 squads to the south. This isn't Karma. This is Xbit. I'm hosting I'm commentating the Squad Ops One Life event tonight. Karmakut just got back. He lets us host on his channel because he is the founder and director of Squad Ops. So let you guys see some squad stuff a little bit different. The One Life event. We got some rules here, which is that the medics can't revive you. So once you're down dead on the ground, you are out. And if it's round 1, you get to come back in round 2. If it's round 2, you don't. One of the unique things we do for our events is once you die, that you can go into admin cam just like I am and fly around and see who else is in your squad is still up, or maybe who shot you, or see what the team plans are, and where everybody is, and be able to watch the action while you're still dead. But you can't talk. You can't talk to anybody in your squad or anything like that. So once you're dead, it's like you're gone from the game. So like I described before, we've got some special rules like the chain of command, the medics. We also have special kit loadouts. So for instance, in this operation, the U.S. per squad get 2 AR, 1 GL, and 1 medic. So that's pretty unique also.
We're live in 15 seconds, so man them up. Good boys, 10 seconds.
So we're about to go live here. You can see the INS is starting to spread out from the location. So I don't know how this is going to work out for Jack and the U.S. team. Splitting his forces like that up against kind of a pinned INS team. But we're going to watch the U.S. come out here with their MRAPs and
Bravo 2.
Looks like they're moving pretty quick here. Because they want to get on location here before the INS team does.
If you zoom in all the way, you can kind of see where you are.
That's pretty smart. Actually, stop and dismount in some cover.
Alright, Fulcrum, you should probably stay in the back. That way, if we take fire and I go down, you can hopefully get into cover.
Alright, I'll go. Take point. I'll give you 10 meters.
Good there, Nuke. You want me to move it?
Also, I don't know this map very well, so.
To a checkpoint 1.
If you can back me up a little bit.
All right, so it looks like the U.S. squad has arrived in the middle of the map, and the rest of the platoon is pushing south. The MRAP squad is moving up to their objective, which is to check the soccer fields here. This is one of the possible locations for the INS to set up. Right up in here. INS have pushed out. Looks like a maybe a little bit of an OP here. It's a pretty small map, so you can hear the vehicles from pretty far off. Oh, they set up a MG here on the or AR on the sandbags. Let's check it out. Let's see if he's got a pretty good look of what's going on. Yeah, see them moving across the field. Got some pretty good cover of the road. So, U.S. decided to come down here. They've got to deal with that. That's interesting. They set out some wire here in the river. Of course, the INS also get 2 scouts, so as you can see, they've already placed a bunch of mines and IEDs all over the map, so we'll check on those as the U.S. gets closer.
Command, this is Squad 1. We're reaching the first checkpoint.
Copy. Alright, 1 and 4 hold up. Just 360, spread out. Just get prone. 3. I need 3 sweep in the south side.
3 comp. Said no contact.
Yeah, we got
Cover our east. It's alright. I think we're gonna be fluid. You know, we're gonna be moving between.
Plunge, I'm gonna be up here in this foliage.
Look, you watch that and I'll watch this, and that'll cover their east. Or you watch this and let me watch that, because you're a medic.
Got it.
Alright, we got the whole east locked down like this. We got the whole east locked down. Mike's watching the north side, I'm watching the south side.
There's stairs up in here. Let me bring it to the roof.
Infantry, direct west, moving north. Infantry, direct west, moving north. About 600 meters.
All right, so the INS have spotted the infantry moving up. Looks like they've spotted that MRAP squad.
Hold position, hold position. It looks like they're going for that far north flank.
Probably not too hard when you get on the roofs and start poking around and coming into open terrain like this.
How many infantry do you see? Just one squad?
I saw 1 squad crossing.
Okay. I think that's part of Jack's plan, is that he wants this squad to be kind of a deception for the INS, thinking that the US is pushing further this direction.
Other fire team over to
And then we've got this squad in the middle, and that the main element is down south still maneuvering.
It did look like a mine too.
Yeah, every layer is different, Frederick. You know, it's some have a lot of fog or mist on them. Some don't. Some are really bright. I know that some maps we have the night layers on. Sometimes the fog on that is a little too intense. So every layer is a little different. You can adjust the different light layers and stuff like that when you build the maps in And there we go, first contact. We wanted Fulcrum. We got eyes on Fulcrum here.
Hold fire. Absolutely. To the northwest? No, I wanna have you in reserve for operations in the southwest and south.
Understood. MRAP rolling up. MRAP rolling up.
Southeast.
MRAP rolling up west. Engage.
Direction?
Engage. You see it?
Copy.
It's direct 264. Good shots. Good shots.
I think
Keep
I hear
engaging. Keep
MRAP
engaging.
south. Dorp, can you get a guy in the HMG?
Okay, hold fire. Hold fire. Shift fire right. 2 degrees.
Actually, I think it is.
Well, the Dishka and the MRAP are exchanging rounds
Good.
here.
Hold fire. Up. Hold fire. Hold fire. Sorry, I should have been doing that over local.
Yeah, I believe there. This is squad ops. We do have this kind of multi cam thing going on for our operations now. It was gone for a while. It's back. So you can see my point of view. I'm commentating and kind of floating over the U.S. team here in blue,
Okay,
and the other 3 cameras are boots on the
Rival,
ground
keep
on
good
the
eyes over
INS
there.
side.
Do you have good eyes on that field, like direct west with those bushes?
Yeah, Potatoes. I don't know. Fulcrum sometimes he's a pretty good player, but you got to think that when you're walking down the middle of the street like that, you're going to attract some kind of attention.
You're gonna have to move up.
What direction?
Command, this one, we're moving into Silk.
No, skip Sue.
Brother, you want to hold here?
Copy that.
Handsy Chameleon, one up south.
Oh boy.
Bravo, moving machine gun.
Yeah, that Dishka's got this street locked down.
Gun up, gun up. Here's good.
They've got a clear view of each other. They just can't see each other at this distance, so they have to follow the tracers in.
Go into INS, man, please. Stay on the south side of the river.
Copy that.
I'm glad that you're in the SOTs, Garrett. So you know you only need to take basic to actually sign up for the operations. AWS and vehicle are purely optional. Recommended, but optional. Oh, the other Dishka is now painting these 2 squads here in the open, it looks like. Looks like the US have taken a casualty from that crossing.
My guys are reporting them by the bridge to our east here.
Let's take a look at the INS defenses here. Looks like they're wasting no time in building a sandbag fort.
But take your infantry more southwards, police again, and then start moving east if you have to.
Oh, looks like the US took another casualty over here. Oh, no, he's just laying prone. I wouldn't think that the US would want to get too aggressive on this flank over here. They don't have enough firepower to lock down with the INSs already. They've got a Dishka up here. They've got a pretty good commanding position. So if the US tries to cross this field, I think they're going to get pretty chewed up. Looks like they've pushed up another squad here to the south, which is good. Let's take a look at the southern approach here of the U.S. They're doing a wide flank. They are taking their time and using every inch of the terrain they can to get around this contact.
1 and 4, make a direct line for INS main now. You don't need to follow the edge of the border now. You're safe enough. Go directly
I'm
towards
sorry,
INS
we
main.
are continuing to rally point 3.
Copy
I
that.
believe so, yeah.
3, what's your stats?
Alright, good copy.
We still running parallel?
Yeah,
3, send 1 guy across the river. One guy, everyone else cover him. As a test.
Post up in this building, we'll be behind Alpha.
Copy.
Do you want free to push into Connaught?
Just one. Send one person across, have them clear those buildings. I want losing a fire team.
Well, this is something that you don't learn in basic, which is spacing. But sometimes when you're moving pretty aggressive and fast like this, it's easy to get bunched up.
Copy. Put some more shots on him.
You can't die though. You gotta stay
Shots on him.
alive.
Shots on him.
Bounding.
The car.
Bounding keeps us alive, man.
Have your squad start just.
I hear one of the guys down there asking for bounding. Let's check out the INS defenses and see what else they've built in here. They've got the inner compound pretty well hammed up. They've got some sandbag walls. Nice little lookout. Plenty of wire. Looks like the INS are still on that Dishka. I don't know if they've abandoned it.
Alright, the Dishka along the road is not occupied now.
Copy. Good work. That's
Still have that MBG position up there though.
Copy. Make sure drivers will
And they are digging up the MG. They're going to move it someplace else.
Yeah, we took fire crossing, but he made it.
Copy. Keep moving your squad then. Clear out ancient.
Let's take an overview here of what's going on the U.S. side on this north push. Looks like they've got a buddy up here at the north. Trying to concentrate the push on the south here. Looks like they got the MRAPs locking down the road just like the INS did, so that any movement across north to south will end up with some crossfire. Yes, it's not close enough, but they're getting close to some explosives here. And the rest of the U.S. platoon is pushing to the east, and it looks like they have not gone undetected. The INS is obviously CG Fu is watching his east side. I'll follow these guys in. They're getting pretty close to these IEDs, I think, that are up here.
Send three. Putting fire down. Send your infantry up to
smoke at Knot now.
We're too grouped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just heard him say we're too grouped. I can't tell you how many times you've seen 6 or 8 guys go down from IED just placed in a compound like this.
Keep clearing. Be very cautious. Only send buddy teams into areas that have potential for IEDs.
On your back, FTL.
Roger that.
4, this is 1. We are set.
In INS main.
Flip into now.
Go first. Okay, never mind.
Just come on in here. Chill out for a little
Hold up, FTL.
Single U.S. soldier crawling up the road here.
Remember, guys, watch your spacing. We're so close.
Clear. Clear.
Looks like that northern INS element is doing a full retreat. They're falling back. MRAPs are moving up now.
One is 4, mid plus now set.
Alright, 4. 1 is moving to your north. Just hold while we get position and we can advance in a line onto that Charlie 2 area.
Probably a pretty wise decision by the INS if they get a sense that they're getting flanked. They don't know if it's 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, element size that's flanking here. So it looks like Best Pony is going to consolidate his forces. Oh, that in-ramp driver got eyes on this guy way up here. Maybe he had a squad leader point him out to him. Let's take a look at this U.S. flank that's going on.
Alright, gentlemen, be very careful crossing this road. Try and keep eyes out. North and northwest.
Copy.
How far up you want to take it?
4, this is 1. We're set.
Copy.
Oh, wait.
Walking my Vix up this road.
Clear.
If possible, yeah, be careful.
Yeah, you're clear as well, except for IEDs and shit, but there's no infantry here.
4, this is 1. We're taking a position from your north all the way to the border. If you can fill to our south.
265, yeah.
I think the U.S. here is taking fire from CG Fu. I think he was the squad lead that was up here with the binocs.
It was either
Seeing that flank come on way early. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is CG Fu down here.
Why is this 4? We can't go south way. We get pinned down.
Where's the contact 1 and 4?
Yeah, they got a pretty good lock on this intersection too.
It's
But the U.S. is making pretty good progress. They're getting closer and closer.
west of Squad 4.
How much?
It's like on that T junction by the bridge.
One of the problems though with clumping all your guys into compounds like this is that the U.S. does have a GL. So if they're smart, they pop off a few GLs in the dead space behind these compound walls. Maybe take up some sandbags, injure some guys, and then push in. We'll see if they use that method.
Hey, news gonna get out. Security.
See, yes, is getting close. Not close enough to any explosives.
2 and 3, keep moving direct east.
I had a Dushko shooting up road at me.
We're being engaged in Delta 219. I need you to push to your west.
Cop out, that's what he's trying. Attempts to. He's smoking out. Now we'll push out.
Well, the US is smoking the street. They're getting ready to cross. It's pretty much all the cover they're gonna get. It's just some smoke.
Sandbag Street east of 3 up high.
See the INS here using one of the features of E10, doing the prone side roll here. Let's see how this crossing goes for the US. I've taken 1 or 2 casualties already up here.
Flex is dead. That's why I fled.
Yeah, Flex got pot shot. I watched him die.
Alright, 2, 3. What's your status?
Alright, I'm gonna fucking cross. I don't care. I don't want to die.
3 lock.
Yeah, I don't want to die either, dude.
Witness me.
Go fast.
Alpha, go. Alpha cross, Alpha cross.
So one of the fun things about squad is usually if you're the first guy crossed, you don't get hit. It's always the second and third guy that end up attracting fire.
Work with 4 to engage the contact to the west. Have the northwest
Okay, she's down. 4's taking contact to the southwest.
All right, so those guys are attempting to cross the street. Let's take a look at the U.S. here. They are getting closer and closer. They're inching their way forward. Oh, there goes that IED. It gets 1 U.S. soldier.
This is X, assuming command for squad lead 3.
Command 3, what's your status over there?
I'll go and take it.
IED went off. We had a machine gun over here right in front of us in the compound, and a whole bunch of sandbags over here.
Oh, that was a good grenade. Problem is when one nade goes out, you usually get a couple in return.
Right up ahead.
The MRAP's got a pretty good look. You can get high on this hill, they can see down into these compounds a little bit.
Smoking the roofs.
Get Sophie.
They're trying to do some pop shots at me. See if you can get some vehicle behind this building.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. You wanna hold down?
Well, we'll see how the U.S. is going to crack this. They're pretty strung out. The INS is pretty well pinned into these compounds. Oh, that guy finally got him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's... Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We are allowed to
Guess
have
we'll just watch this.
2.
MRAP destroyed by mine.
Are you able to turn it off to the...
Yep.
Oh, is that...
Yeah, mine just went off. Or something went off.
Yeah.
One of our mines just went
Mine
off.
that was on the road up there took out an MRAP.
Scout got a kill.
One MRAP,
Yeah, I think Oz just got a kill.
Yeah, watch out for the grenades. Sounds like they're pushing the southeast.
Copy.
Hey, they're building to the north. Building to north on the roof.
What? Lots of enemies north sniping.
Push to the south. Negative. 1-4. Just continue.
Greedy ones. I guarantee it.
The actual keypad. I'm not you.
Frag out.
Copy that, Charlie 2.
Get him as far as you
Charlie
can.
2-3. Yeah.
I was kind of short. You take shots?
Yeah.
Sounds like Mark's got this fire team working over here. Let's see what they're gonna do.
My concern is we're gonna have to look
Oh,
down
saloon
the east.
actually.
Outlaw, come on over here. Come on over here. From right here, 060, you're gonna see that you're gonna throw it over the hill or over the into the other building. Can you do that? Into that compound to our northeast.
Let's see what they do here.
I'm gonna try.
I think Saloon's telling him to toss a nade. Yep. That's actually a pretty good one.
Good nade.
Good grenade.
Okay.
Listen, I'm gonna throw some smoke. I'm gonna throw some smoke.
I saw some friendlies.
Let's take a look at the eastern approach here. Getting a little closer on the north side. They're kind of pinned on the walls right now. Like I said, it's going to be compound to compound. This squad is kind of held off at a distance, it looks like.
Alright, 3-1-4, how's the progress making on the crossing?
I'm gonna check this left corner, see if there's any entrance.
I'm surprised I haven't heard of the GL pop off yet and start nailing things like doorways and stuff like that. More casualties on the INS side.
I got an entrance to the...
Ooh, that was bad. Hmm.
Covering the door.
You can get across.
Okay, good day.
Go then. If you can get across.
Say we have maybe a slight INS advantage.
Come on, let's go.
Oh boy, it looks like the INS is getting a little flank on themselves. They're starting to move behind the US here.
Submachine close. Very close.
Loading HE again.
I hear fire to the south. AK fire 182, maybe 100 meters.
Direct south contact in this alleyway here.
Do you want me to push up to the...
Grenade! Grenade!
That was close.
You good? In the gap right there, about 150.
What's sparing?
Oh, 2 more US is going to go down. Just about to say, it looks like US is making somewhat of a good progress here on the west side, but Once again, this compound to compound clearing is attrition for the U.S. It's just a matter of the INS holding their angles and letting the U.S. come to them.
Yeah, you just ran into it.
Holy shit.
I saw that.
That was a pretty good exchange. This little mop-up crew out here has made contact with this U.S. team up here. Another grenade goes out. Take an overview of what we got going on here. It's like a little firefights breaking out all over the place.
Be advised, squad lead 1 is down.
Now that western push is pretty much over with. You've got one guy up.
Command is still up. We're calling on the enemies. Just have your forces start sweeping in towards the compounds that compounds of Charlie 237. Charlie 237. Continue sweeping.
We're down to 7 people alive on board.
Copy 4. I have no idea where anybody is on my map except for me and you right now.
Yeah, we're just getting engaged from the south. You should be able to clean up on the north now. They're starting to move into southwest.
Shot at a rock at 285. Actually, 295.
Eyes on one. Did you kill the rock?
Looks like Few was part of that mop-up crew.
338. Copy. Like way north.
You just keep moving around trying to find the U.S. contact on the outside. Pretty smart play.
Eyes on. Green light.
They're going right.
Sometimes it's easy just to sit in a compound with your entire team, but when you get too isolated. A couple high explosives in there, and your team takes a couple heavy strikes and manpower, and then the breach is on, and this chaos breaks out. So having a team outside to help with is always a good idea.
They're in the compound direct west.
Yeah, I saw 2 guys. They might be moving east.
Alright, I'm just too strong.
Yep, definitely the initiative has changed. As soon as the INS has committed to taking to the compounds and forcing the U.S. to clear them, it's flipped to their favor.
Moving. We're pushing up the MRAP.
Copy. Work with the MRAP. There's contacts all around us. I think we cleared all the contacts to our west of where 5 is right now. 6.
Alright, so it looks like the U.S. is trying to consolidate their forces. Command is still up on the U.S. side. He's over here.
But that building, you just can't cross the road of Charlie 2. That's
We have contact with the MRAP squad.
Copy 4. Harden up. Tell the MRAP just to hold there. Position. Use it as cover.
That was a question. We have contact with them.
Oh, unknown. Did you clear Charlie 237?
I don't think we do. I think it's being solo gunned right now by DVD burner.
Command's below here, down here, and the MRAP's up here. Let's take a look at the explosives on the map again.
We can push to you. We see you.
Looks like we have 2 mines on the road down here, some IEDs spread out. So this is pretty safe unless the MRAP takes the southern road.
Watch it, watch it.
MRAP having difficulties getting anywhere. They keep taking shots on him whenever he pops his head.
Hey, friendlies. Do you have a medic on you for?
Hold fire. There's no gunner. Hold fire. Hold fire. Just give it our position away. He's moving to the northeast. He's about to switch. Trying to draw fire now. .360, they might be trying to push us.
Yep, U.S. has got 7 left. 1 in the MRAP and 6 on the ground down here.
door. Make sure we're watching the western door in this compound here.
But what if he's like the only one left and he's just driving around knowing we can't do anything?
I don't think he's the only one left. If anybody was, it would make
I'm gonna blow an IED to throw him off.
Sounds good.
Take front.
Guys, I've got a
I am very loud.
MRAP. There's a ton of enemies down the road to the east, directly east on the road. Report
copy.
them.
I don't wanna avoid them.
Probably like.
Hey, they're soloed. They're soloed.
MRAP needs a gunner.
MRAP
MRAP needs a
can
gunner.
just.
Is it worth putting a gunner in it?
No, tell him just leave it engine on to us, Weber. Everyone start moving. Let's go. Start moving south. Start moving south.
Watch him be a fucking medic.
He's not. I backed.
MRAP, you hear
Keep
me?
moving south. Keep moving. Just cover the door and move south. Fast. Bound past. I'm covering. Cross.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Crossing. Right, keep going.
Fucking sunlight is terrible here.
Dude, I have so low health.
Everything is
Tell
fucking
me about it.
saturated. Oh shit.
Outlaw, go left. Go left. Follow this. Follow this wall. Alright, let's go.
Okay, Weaver, let's regroup.
Spacing.
Hey, bud. You can attach to me. I lost my buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all one
we're all
unit
just
now.
one squad under Jack now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're the last surviving members of the U.S. This is fucking nuts.
Where's my
Jack.
exfil? Yeah.
Jack, I saw at least 3 of them in the compound at the very, very end. Like at the Y intersection. At the Y intersection at the east end of this little bubble that we're moving across.
Copy. Alright, can we keep going through this compound east? Yeah, I think we can. Alright.
Yeah, I think they're focused north. I drove the MRAP past that way.
Hold the door. Be careful. Don't be making so much noise, guys. Just walk. Make sure we're covering
There's a,
our rear.
there's a whole bunch of fortifications here.
Oh fuck. Switching auto.
Cross.
Pushing, clearing this compound.
Copy, I'm covering with you. I'm watching the door left. Cross my field of fire. Go. I'm watching left. Weber, yeah, you guys hold that. Hold rear still. It has to be in Charlie 2, keypad 3, I believe.
I'm gonna peek my head up.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fucking
It's
razor
gotta be
wire
Charlie
over here,
2,
so.
keypad 3, so we are in the bottom over there.
I saw the front northeast.
Got one down.
Engage.
I got one.
Engage.
I got one.
Alright.
Yep.
Move to that door. Move to that door.
Grenade.
I have my GL.
Yeah, that landed close, right in that fucking door. Okay, cunts like northeast.
Fragging.
Passing a frag, yeah.
Ooh, that was a good grenade.
My frag isn't going.
I'm gonna frag.
Why is my frag glitched? Oh god,
Pull
please
back.
don't blow up in my hands.
Pull
Please don't blow up in my hands.
Pull back to the river.
Okay, glitched.
Yes, has got to keep moving here. They're gonna get walked up on from the north here.
Okay, guys,
Take
make
it
sure you
around
reload.
down to the southwest, but careful for the mines.
Reload. You loaded? Watch out for the mines on the road, guys. But take it to the southwest.
Well, that's one of the
go west to
features of the
116.
mod
You're
is
clear to engage
vehicle
enemy.
stealing is
I'll
apparently
follow
on.
on. Remember to watch out for mines.
Tell everyone to do that.
Yep. Hey guys, friendlies are in the MRAP.
Man, just realized that the MRAP is stolen. It's now a hostile asset.
Take your time, guys. Remember, there are mines on the road.
Not enough. We tried.
Mines are on the road to your direct east.
Holy shit.
Maybe it's a friendly. It might be a friendly we don't have problems with.
I wonder if the dish could just opened up on its own MRAP. Oh boy, this is gonna be bad. Hey, you're gonna be watching the street.
Watch through that door.
Watch that one. I'll watch the back behind it.
Guys, what we're gonna do? Alright, we're gonna cross the river underneath the bridge pretty much. We're gonna go directly north. I see a bunch of fortifications, alright? We're gonna engage it from there, okay?
Roger. Push north, cross under the bridge.
Yeah, cross on the left side, so west under
Cross
the
the
bridge.
left side of the bridge.
Baffinator, Lex, Outlaw go first. Baffinator, Lex, this side over here. This bridge. Lex, bridge right in front over here. Yeah.
Okay, you want me to? Okay, I'm pushing.
Yeah, alright, everyone else stack on me. Good work. Weber, Runner,
take one.
Uncle, Actual go. Follow. Runner, follow. Uncle, follow them, follow them, follow them, follow them. Weber, follow them. I got rear security. Keep going. Watch your spacing. I hope that's a friendly in the M round. Watch your spacing.
Oh shit, taking fire! No eyes.
Grenade out. Cover. Use the bridge's cover.
Another one out.
Pop some
Grenade.
Right behind you, Uncle.
I'm hit.
They're throwing.
Oh, that was bad. That was a good grenade for the INS, bad one for the US.
Oh, those are bad.
I'm watching through this hop.
So close to death.
Okay, come around the rank here. Okay, fuck it. Jax, we're doing it live.
Copy, scope.
Alright, we're doing it live. Let's go, bud. Let's fuck this shit up.
And there is now 3 US alive.
I know, right? Okay. Nice and slow.
Clearing building. Building clear.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what isn't clear right now, bud.
Any other friendly elements? Do you hear us?
Grenade! I don't know what that's on.
Is anybody alive?
Grenades landing in this field here.
Oh, there's an American in the body. On our left, Blue door.
Blue door?
Blue door. No, on our left. Like, straight left.
There's one body in the doorway. One time's body in the doorway.
That's the body. Maybe they're in there.
No, that was good fucking shot. That food's in there.
Yeah, it has.
They're like right there.
Come on, man.
I swear they got him.
Yo, Wicked.
I'm on the roof.
Yo, I dig up these mines.
Yeah, go ahead. Fuck.
Yeah, let's get rid of the mines. We have the MRAP now, so there's no real reason to keep them.
Where's the fucking...
This is the last US guy. The INS is desperately searching for him. Uh-oh.
Skilled one.
Nice,
They may
that is
have
good.
died, but
Yeah, I'm good.
Phil, you good?
Targets, I just killed a guy in this field.
and that
It's a good game. Operation Neighborhood Watch. Looks like the INS picked up a nice MRAP as their prize for winning that one. As always, guys, thanks for coming out and watching Squad Ops here. We're on one of our One Life events.
If anyone wants to, I'll be in Lounge
If you got
Alpha,
any,
just talking about how the rounds went.
comments, questions, or want to know about more of what we do, check us out at squadops.gg. That's our website. See the calendar of upcoming events, information there, and a link to join our Discord. If you got further questions, join in the Discord, ask in the general channel, and look at the README there in the Discord. A lot of information there. The next event we'll be doing is on a Friday. That is a firefight. And then on Saturday, it'll be a full-blown 40 on 40 op again. Operation Arrowhead. We'll have 2 runs of that. One for the Europeans and one for the North American players. So check us out again. And thanks again for stopping by and watching Squad Ops in the One Life event here. Karma just got back from vacation. So I'm sure he'll be streaming tomorrow, the next day, or whatever. So thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out and watching us. I appreciate it.